And new at 10, 36-year-old Angel Alexander has been identified as the woman killed in a shootout with Mobile County Sheriff's deputies. It happened yesterday afternoon off Bellingrath Road in Codan. Tonight, her husband speaks to NBC 15, saying mental illness is to blame for Angel's behavior. NBC 15's Rachel Wilkerson joins us in the studio. And Rachel, this is something she'd battled for a while.
That's right, Lance. He says Angel has suffered with mental illness for years. He says now he, along with her 2 children, are trying to cope with the deadly situation.
She's going to be missed, and I love her. I don't understand.
Brandon McWhirter is in pain tonight, questioning why his wife, Angel Alexander, fired shots at Mobile County Sheriff deputies before being shot and killed.
I just don't understand why she grabbed a gun and started shooting, and what was going on in her mind to make her do that. I just don't, what made her bring it to that level.
He says mental illness played a role. He says Angel battled schizophrenia and thought someone was after her yesterday before the shooting took place.
She has delusions and, thinks things are going on as not.
Brandon knew she was having a bad day, but he says things spiraled while he was away at a doctor's appointment. He said he found out the news that deputies arrived in a disturbing phone call from a neighbor.
He said, "Your wife just called me and said somebody's trying to kill her." And I said, "Well, do me a favor and call her and tell her that no one's trying to kill her. It's the police. Just walk outside." And she never answered because she was dead by then.
Captain Paul Birch says Angel fired at deputies as they were walking away and they returned fire. The sheriff's office says it's a situation it was trying to avoid.
They wanted to speak to other family members to kind of see, what else we could do. But there wasn't time to do that. She began firing immediately after that.
We trained to try to figure out ways to handle dealing with the mental ill, but we're just forced into these positions sometimes.
Sheriff Sam COCHRAN says our area needs more mental health facilities.
There needs to be more treatment available to them. We're putting too many of them in jail when they need to be in a treatment center, and the budgets of the mental health in the state are just struggling.
Brandon echoes that message. He says this shouldn't have happened, and there aren't enough resources for those suffering with mental illness.
They need to get something in Mobile County for people with mental illness that, they can put them in a hospital and get them, on their regular medicine, and they ain't got to worry about them running around doing that, because I'm not a doctor. I don't know how to deal with her, but when I try to get her probated, they won't pick her up.
The sheriff says this is the 3rd time a deputy has been assaulted by a person with mental illness. If you or a loved one is suffering with mental illness, resources can be found on our website at mybc15.com. Lance?